and in today's video I'm going to be doing the Be Our Guest book tag, which if you can't guess from the title, it is a Beauty and the Beast book tag. It was created by Amanda from Amanda Afterwards, so I'll link her original video down below and I'll put the questions down there too in case y'all want them. The first question is, that girl is strange. Name a book character with a unique trait or skill. For this question, I'm going to say Evie from Crescent's Arcana Chronicles. Evie is a teenage girl who's been getting post-apocalyptic visions about the world ending, among other things. And she thinks she's crazy, but it turns out she's not. I don't think she's a very strong character in the beginning. I mean, she kind of is, but as she goes along throughout the series, I think she becomes stronger than she was originally. And anyways, I just love her, and I think she's strange, so she is my answer to this question. The second question is Gaston. Name a love interest that you hate. One where I really hated it was Lauren Oliver's Delirium trilogy. Before Lena, she falls in love, her love interest. I hated him. His name is Alex, and I could not stand him. I couldn't stand anything about him. I don't know why I hated his character so much, but I really did. I thought he was reckless and I didn't like him, and he likes poetry and I hate poetry, so that was another reason, but by then I think I was just being petty. Like, I hated him so much and I can't tell you why. Like, I just didn't like him. But anyway, that is my very passionate answer to this question. 3 is Crazy Old Maurice. Name a YA book or series where the main character has a positive parental relationship. I finally decided on Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter. The parental figure in Alice's life is her grandmother, and I really think this is a positive relationship just because there's so much trust between her and her grandmother, which I think trust is a very important thing to have in these types of relationships, because without trust, I mean, really, what is there? So I definitely chose this book for question 3. If you've never heard about this book and you're intrigued by it, just know that it has nothing at all to do with Alice in Wonderland. So if that's why you're intrigued by it, I would not recommend reading it for that reason, because you're gonna hate it. But if you're like me and you don't care for Alice in Wonderland, then totally go for it. It's got zombies in it, guys. And not regular zombies, like different kinds of zombies that are like ghost-like. Anyway, that is all. Alright, question 4 is inventions. What is your favorite sci-fi novels? I feel like there's so many, but I always come back to the same thing. It is Stephanie Meyer's The Host. I could not find my English copy, so I'm showing you my Spanish copy. And yes, it's got a library barcode because I bought it off of Thrift Books. But anyway, I love this book. It came out a long time ago, and I feel like I'm always raving about it because I love it so much. This is one of the few books that I remember finishing it and immediately wanting to reread it. Like, it was that good. And I've reread it like multiple times since then. There's nothing like specifically that I liked about it. I loved everything. I loved the idea behind it. I loved the plot. I loved the romantic relationship that was in there. I loved both main characters, both Wanda and Melanie. I loved the sibling relationship and just like everything about it. I just loved it so much. 5 is Great Wide Somewhere. What book has your favorite setting? Like, there's so many books out there that have like incredible book settings that I just love, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to go into this book and like live in it. But the one that I chose was Caraval by Stephanie Barber. Oh my god, this like carnival place is crazy. I loved it. The craziness factor of it reminded me of Alice in Wonderland. Not like that anything in it has to do with Alice in Wonderland, but it reminded me of it because it's whack, but it's a good kind of whack. Anyway, I loved how she wrote the carnival in here. Like, the impossible things that can happen in this book, it's so magical. Like, who wouldn't want to be in a world like that, you know? So yeah. Question 6, The Beast. Name a book that is not so pretty on the outside, but is pretty good on the inside. Okay, so I don't have a copy of this book because I don't like the cover, but I really did enjoy the book, you know? And I am such a book snob though. If I don't like the cover, I probably am not gonna buy it because I don't like the cover. But anyway, it's Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. Oh my god, this book is so good. I loved it. I wish she would make another one for it because she kind of left it open-ended. And I was like, why did you leave it open-ended? It's so good. I want more. I really wish they would just make another cover because I don't really absolutely love any of the covers for this book. But it is such a good book with such an original idea, and I love it so much, and I kind of want to reread it now. But I don't have a copy of it, so sucks, right? 7, take me instead. What is your favorite selfless act or sacrifice in a book? From The Hunger Games by Susan Collins, and that is the fact that Katniss takes her sister Primrose place in The Hunger Games. I mean, what act is more selfless than that? Like, what sacrifice is better than that? This sister taking her sister's place in this like death match. Like, I don't think there's something that can top that. Incredible sacrifice that she made right there. Because, you know, she thought she was marching off to her death. She didn't know she was going to survive. So I really think that is one of the better ones that I've seen in books. Alright, 8 is talking silverware. Name one of your favorite fairy tale retellings or one of your favorite magical realism novels. I settled on Maurice retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, which is Scarlet. I love this book because I think it was such an interesting take on Little Red Riding Hood. All throughout this book, I was captivated, I was really into it, I loved the little romance going on there, like I love this book. So I had to choose one, it'd probably be this one because I really liked everything about it. I liked how it started, I liked the middle, I liked the ending, I just loved it. And I gotta be honest, I have not actually finished the Lunar Chronicles, I've only read Cinder and Scarlet. And I do plan on reading Cress and Winter, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But anyway, this is probably one of the few fairy tale retellings that I've read that hasn't made me angry for some reason. So yeah, props to Marissa Meyer. Alright, so question 9 is Tale as Old as Time. Name one of your favorite classics and or a trope that you're tired of reading. I'm not a big classics reader, so yeah, my list of classics that I read is very short. So out of the very short list that I read, I chose Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, just because it's probably one of the classics that I hated the least. It's so tragic at the end, and that kind of really made me mad. And I totally get why he wrote it that way, but it still pissed me off. So if I really had to choose a classic, it'd probably be that one, just because I really didn't hate it. Yes, it made me mad, but I didn't hate it. I actually kind of enjoyed reading it, and it's super short, so I love that about it too. And the other classics that I've read, I really hate. So that's why I chose that one. Alright, question 10. There might be something there that wasn't there before. Name a book that you didn't think you were gonna like and then it took you by surprise. Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I gotta be honest, this was not a book that I was ever planning on reading because I thought the synopsis sounded dumb and it just wasn't my type of book. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But then I got the opportunity to read Wind Witch early, and it was a book that I kept seeing everyone was like highly anticipating. So I was like, okay, fine. I will read Truth Witch, and then if I like it, I'll read Wind Witch, and we'll see what happens. So I started reading Truth Witch, and I loved it. Like, I loved every single second of it. I loved it so much, which I didn't think I was going to. And then I started Wind Witch. I loved both of them. So the Witchlander series is definitely the answer to question 10 because love them. I can't wait for the next ones, but I really didn't think I was going to. So yeah. Alright, and then the last question is question 11, and it is called Be Our Guest, and that is just where you tag someone. So I tag everyone. Anyone who wants to do this book tag can do it. In the comment section down below, if you would like, let me know if you're excited about the new Beauty and the Beast movie that comes out this month, because I am, and I would love to know. Alright, that is it. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.